Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? It's Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. And you're in for a special treat because this is the first video of its kind on this channel. And if you old to the channel, hopefully you're part of the video. You join the Discord so you can be a part of the discussion. No do-rag today, man. I wanted to get up close and personal with y'all, man. Follow me on Instagram at Real Black Couch Booking and join the Discord link in the description down below so you can be a part of the part two. I'll be doing this again, promise y'all, if y'all like this video. But today we're reading WWE and AEW and TNA wrestling, just wrestling in general. We're reading wrestling hot takes from my Discord. And boy, can I tell y'all that some of these takes are going to be wild. I'm ready. I took screenshots without really reading and really dissecting because I wanted to react to this in real time. Let's get it, man. Let's go. So, this screenshot came literally today, like literally this morning, right before I was about to start the video. I got this one from Biggest Convicious. I said that right. And he said Hulk Hogan wasn't needed for the WWF success. This is a very hot take, and I don't know how to feel about this one. I know my dog Sammy from Wrestling with Things would say that this is a crazy take and it's nasty work. And I'm really sitting thinking about it. And you know what? I'm gonna disagree. I think Hulk Hogan was needed. And listen, I'm not the biggest Hulk Hogan fan. Y'all already know I'm smoking on that Hulk Hogan pack every chance I get, and I don't even smoke. But I will say like Hulk Hogan saved WWF. Hulk Hogan to wrestling or to Vince McMahon's wrestling is what Magic and Larry Bird was to the NBA and eventually Michael Jordan as well. Hulk Hogan did save WWF because I think the other territories and any other wrestling company could have really came in and really made some waves, but Hulk Hogan was the biggest megastar of that time, and I gotta acknowledge that even if I don't like Hulk Hogan. So I'll acknowledge that. His finisher is trash though. A walking leg drop is nasty, a body slam is nasty, and he is kind of overrated to me. So I just threw in my own hot take if y'all just wanted to hear that. But okay, that's cool. And the next one we got from my dog TJ. He has a YouTube channel called Wrestling Nostalgia. Y'all should go sub to him. He know what he talking about. He said, hot take, John Moxley ain't cutting it for me as far as world champion. I'm ready for someone new to take the championship up off of him. And I hope Cope, sheesh, ain't the one. Oh, good. And if he is, I hope Christian takes it from him, not feeling Edge, I mean Cope, and him wanting to get his final championship glory. Me neither. I do think that Cope will lose regardless. I think Christian is the next AW World Champion, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great run. We've seen what Christian did as TNA champ, and it was amazing. So I'm ready for Christian to be the world champion for sure. I don't know about y'all. And Edge, Cope, Adam Copeland, whatever is my favorite wrestler of all time, but I'm not rated FTR. I'm not really feeling it. And I really didn't feel him as TNT champion as well. His AEW run for me wasn't really my cup of tea, and that's my favorite wrestler of all time. But I'm not really rocking with him. I'm not going to cap to y'all. Gregory, what's going on, Greg? I'll read it just how it is on screen. Niggas won't say this, but the Usos made the bloodline hit. They took them niggas' shirt ideas, catchphrases, etc. I agree. Um, Roman is Roman, right? He's the tribal chief. He did some great work. Him and Jey Uso had great feud, great matches and stuff like that. But the Usos really made, I'll say Sami Zayn as well. The Usos and Sami Zayn made the bloodline what it is for real, breaking character, all the yeets, all the laughing and jokes and the stuff backstage. The character work from Jay was sensational. Jimmy was hilarious. And even when Jimmy was trying to decide whether or not he wanted to fall in line and stuff like that, like the Usos they really did make the bloodline hit for me. But that's not to say that Roman still wouldn't have been a big hit as he became the tribal chief. I think the tribal chief character within itself could have stood the test of time, but the bloodline is really elevated to the next level, and Usos are like I would give them like 70% of the reason why, and I would give Sammy like 20%, and I would give Roman like the last 10% in my opinion. So shout out to my boy Gregory. Let's see. Oh, this one is from my YouTube nephew, YouTube channel, Weller Wrestling. Y'all tell him to go to post some more videos. He's been slacking. I'm watching you. But I got a hot take from him and another hot take from my dog, Wrestling Nostalgia. He's what Weller Wrestling says, smaller guys should be winning the world title more. I wholeheartedly agree with this, and I know what he means by this. This isn't just exclusive to, well. Who's the world champion for AEW? You see how I gotta think about who the world champion is for AEW because Moxley got it in the briefcase. But if I'm talking about WWE, yes, I think smaller guys, quote unquote, should win the title more. And what he means by smaller guys, he's not because like it's not like Cody Rhodes is big, blocky, stocky, and Gunther is big dude, but they're like over the 6 feet. Like a guy who's like 6'1", or a guy like Chad Gable, or guys that's 5'9", 5'10", stuff like that, who are really good wrestlers. I think that they should win the world title, even if it's in a long title reign. I would have loved to see Chad Gable as a world heavyweight champion sometime in the future or in the past, even if it was for like 28 days. A guy like Finn Balor should be able to win the world championship, and things like that. The smaller guys. So you would have to elaborate on what smaller guys mean, because a lot of these guys are like 6 feet tall. But what I'm thinking is you're thinking about the big, stocky, blocky guy. Like Roman is a tall, stocky guy. Cody Rhodes, you know what I'm saying? He's not the most muscular dude, but he's not small at all. He's not JD McDonough or Chad Gable or Rey Mysterio small. And then TJ said, unpopular opinion, but I love Randy's burning my light over voices in my head. That is not an unpopular opinion. I wholeheartedly agree. And it's so sad that Randy Orton doesn't like burning my light, because burning my light is superior. Think about this, right? Voices is cool and it's a good song and it worked for '09 Randy Orton, but like even when he comes out with it now, people start singing it, but it don't feel the same as it did in '09, '10, and '11. But burning my light when he was a legend killer, going against Hulk Hogan, going against all these guys as a legend killer with, hey, nothing you can say. Like, that junk used to hit for me. And then Rated RKO, you think you know me? Hey, nothing you can say. Like, I love Burning My Light. Burning My Light is on my gym playlist to this day. Voices is not on my gym playlist. See what we got, man. See what we got on my handy dandy phone. Okay, Lunatic Enigma said, no selling in wrestling is no more relevant and ridiculous, and don't use the excuse of fighting spirit. That's bullshit. And Dean Ambrose is better than John Moxley. Well, listen, I am not a fan of no selling. I'll say that, right? No selling in wrestling is like they try to make excuses for it. The no selling thing is like, oh, well, it's not that the no selling, it's that they got that thing in them that just won't stop them. That's not how it goes, bro. And it's not just AEW. I've seen a lot of recent matches in WWE where I'm like, especially the super kick thing. When the Usos do the super kick to somebody and a person just shakes it off, a super kick used to be a finisher. Sweet Chin Music was a finisher. Super kick was a finisher. Like DDTs aren't even finishers anymore for a lot of people. That's why I rock with Cora Jade. She did the DDT to I think Kalani the other day and won off of that. Let's make old things that used to be finishers again. Because a super kick just being like a punch or a slap is not a super kick is nothing more than a chop nowadays, and that's disgusting. Dean Ambrose better than John Moxley. I will agree. I will agree. I thought this run with John Moxley now started off red hot, and then it just got cold and cold and cold. Same finish every week, beating up on somebody after the match, putting the belt in the briefcase. It's just not working for me. I will say Dean Ambrose, WWE champion, and WWE feels a lot better and more fleshed out. Even Dean Ambrose, United States champion with the Shield, feels a lot better than the John Moxley character in AEW. But John Moxley in AEW has had some flashes and spurts of greatness, but it just never felt consistent to me. To us. I guess we agree with one another. NE waiver. Let's see. He said not necessarily a hot take, he or she, sorry. But I think it's he. But we should be thanking AEW for the current climate of wrestling. If they didn't start that company, wrestling would not be like this. Now, funny enough, to a lot of people, they're gonna say that's a bad thing because they think wrestling sucks right now. But I agree what you're saying. When you have competition from other brands, that makes you evolve and become better, which the TNA deal with WWE is cool, and I like seeing NXT stars on TNA, but I kind of wish that TNA was just doing their thing by themselves, because TNA is doing a fantastic job right now, but I want WWE to feel the pressure to be better, because AEW is not really putting no pressure on them. AEW is trying to figure themselves out, but if AEW can become real competition within the next few years, WWE will have no choice but to step up. WWE can go on autopilot and they know they're going to make the most money, be at the top of the game because they have a long reputation. But I really do want them to step up, and I do agree with you. AEW, when it first came out, though, The product, that's when 2019, think about what we started getting. We started getting Tribal Chiefs and Roman Reigns's and Bobby Lashley's as champion, and COVID, it was going crazy. So AEW did make WWE step up their cookies a little bit, and you could tell WWE was sweating because they were that little piss ant company, blah blah blah. You can tell. I agree with you. Cosmolore. Hopefully I said it right, gang. Let's see. Said, oh, Jada Parker's hypnotic is a joke of a finisher. Weak, slow, looks like a botched shining wizard, makes her opponents look like absolute geeks for selling it. And the verdict is she's supposed to be a powerhouse, or at least that girl, and this move isn't it. Fix it. I agree. I've said this multiple times. I think Jada Parker could do like a rock bottom or like any like she's supposed to be a powerhouse, right? A rock bottom, not a DDT. I don't even take a twist of fate from Jada Parker at this point. I don't like the hypnotic as a finisher. As a signature, cool. You do it as a signature, set up the finish for a rock bottom or choke slam, some anything but that. I do agree. I think. It's not because it's a butt thing, right? Because I mean, the butt is a part of is kind of a part of her character at this point, and the name is cool, hypnotic. But that to finish somebody off, I would hate for someone to. Well, I might not hate for her to finish me off like that. But you know what I'm saying? As a woman selling, I'd be like, bro, I gotta lose to this nonsense where I gotta do a damn soul snatcher to finish you. Like that's crazy. My dog, Big Meat. Pause. That's Meet, not Meat. Big Meat in the building. Sex appeal is an important aspect to wrestling. Wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. Not just for the women as well. Guys, you have to understand if Vince McMahon, if looked at a dude with the, ooh, I'm not going to do that. He has a nice body. Triple H, I want him to be champion. Build him up in NXT. Make sure he's still working out those pretty muscles of his and, see if he come work out in my personal gym. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sex appeal, bro, the ladies think Roman Reigns sexy. Cody Rhodes was voted the sexiest wrestler, which is why he became dashing Cody Rhodes. Women thought Randy Orton was sexy. Women thought John Cena was sexy. Yes, sex appeal is a big part of the business, not just with the women. And the women, it's more relevant right now. But name a very ugly person that's on wrestling programming, and I'll call you a liar. Even if you don't find them attractive, they're not ugly. There's not one ugly person on wrestling, in my opinion. And I know what you guys are gonna say. Leave Pure Fusion alone. I think Zoe Stark is a cute girl next door type of character. I think Sonya Deville is fine. And Shayna Baszler. Shout out to Shayna Baszler. I love Shayna Baszler. My dog Cosmolore said another one. Thea Hale, in my humble opinion, should have gotten the push Roxanne had, but she ain't Booker T's protege. Time flies. It's been 3 years already since she joined WWE. She's still in the same spot, which isn't inherently a bad thing. But the Chase U stuff really dragged on. I still have hopes she's young for real, but Shawn Michaels needs to seriously keep an eye on her and Tatum Paxley as well. I disagree that she should be in Roxanne Perez's position. Thea Hale can't wrestle as good as Roxanne Perez. I think she can talk and do character work better than Roxanne Perez, but she can't wrestle as good as Roxanne Perez. But I do think that Thea Hale should be in a different position. The Chase U stuff did drag. I'm waiting for them to become Chase Industries, Chase Corporation, like I suggested. If not, then I like the stuff Thea Hale was doing with Fallon. She was doing the stuff with, I'm not Fallon Henley, JC Jane. I thought she had a breakthrough, but then right back to the Chase U stuff. So I think Thea Hale could do something interesting. And Tatum Paxley, y'all know how I feel about Tatum Paxley. Tatum Paxley should be next up because I think she does good character work as well. And even her little match with Wendy Chu was pretty good for what it was. The casket sleepy time match. I liked it. Lunatic Enigma with another one. Put Andre Chase and Wendy Chu in TNA for months. I agree. I think Wendy Chu would kill it in TNA for a couple of months, get and drop the Sleepy Time character, become just a regular Wendy Chu character. Wendy Chu could be what Xia Li was supposed to be in WWE, perhaps. Maybe we could do that, even though we know where Xia Li is as well. But I think Wendy Chu would be a great addition to the TNA roster for the time being, just to get some good matches in. And Andre Chase, I think Andre Chase could be a regular wrestler as well without the Chase U stuff. Put him on some shades in the suit and let him be what Max Dupree was supposed to be, LA Knight, and let him try that out for a little bit. I think that would be dope. Not with the models and stuff, but just like the glasses, the gimmick. I'm the director of life or whatever the case may be. I think that would be dope. Guido 8684. I'm a big hater, but like Roxy's promos are basically Julia is dot 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 not on my level. Stephanie dot 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 is dot 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 not on my level. Kalani is dot 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 not on my level. I am dot 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 a prodigy. Sniffle sniffle. And that is why dot 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 I dot 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 will still be your dot 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 NXT women's sniffle sniffle champion and stares at camera and copies Roman's face twitches. You know what, bro? Roxanne Perez is not a great promo. I'm not going to cap with you. I like Roxanne Perez a lot, and I think she did deserve to be on that youngest wrestlers under 30 list. I think she's really, really good. But her promos aren't great. I've seen glimpses of a good promo from Roxanne Perez, but I've seen a lot of bad as well. But I don't want to give excuses, but there aren't a lot of women who are like extremely phenomenal promos, in my opinion. I'm not being sexist or nothing. I'm keeping it a stack. Like I can't, off the top of my dome, I can't tell you who's the best women's promo. I would literally have to think and write it out because I think Nia Jax is pretty decent. I think Bailey's pretty decent. B-Fab is decent. Zelina Vega is probably up there, and y'all know I love Zelina Vega, but she's up there for promo work and talking on the mic. Most of the valets are the best. Maxine Dupree could cut a better promo than Roxanne Perez. Most of the valets are the best promos. I made a video about it already. I'll go check it out. Let's see, Guido again. What woman on SmackDown had a more memorable run than Nia in 2024? Nobody. That's not a hot take at all. Nia, you want to talk about SmackDown? I'm talking about period. Nia Jax was the best women's champion. Wait a minute. I mean, I did enjoy Liv Morgan's run as women. Y'all know I love my New Jersey queen. But I'll say Nia Jax had a heck of a run. And I think Nia Jax had one of the best runs ever, in my opinion. And I will agree that nobody's really touching Nia Jax, and she deserves more flowers. That might be a video soon. Nia Jax came back, she hit the ground running, she's done a great job. She's been back in WWE, and she only had one smudge on her resume, which was that Survivor Series match. Absolutely terrible. My dog Big Meat. Meet. The Raw Netflix ring has way too many ads. Not a hot take at all. I agree with you. This isn't the old UFC MMA where we had 50 ads on it. I think the Prime logo in the middle was fine. The Snickers logo, there was once a time they had like maybe a Snickers logo in the middle and then one Slim Jim at the corner. That's fine, but having like four ads is nasty work. I like the ring color being different, the matte color being black or blue, but these ads is getting out of hand, and I'll touch on that in another video as well. But I agree. My dog Weller Wrestling. Let's see. Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair should have a trilogy ending at WrestleMania 41, the June show, Money in the Bank. Oh, let me slow my hands down. I'm reading too fast. They should basically have a trilogy ending at SummerSlam. First with WrestleMania, then Money in the Bank, then SummerSlam. Give it to us, Triple K. Listen, it's not just Triple H's decision. TKO, Nick Khan, Rock, they have a lot more power than y'all think. Should they have a trilogy? Yeah, I think I mean, yeah, it should be because I can see Charlotte beating Tiffany at WrestleMania. Tiffany maybe beating Charlotte. Don't know if it'll be for the title though, and then end it with Tiffany winning again if you want to be a two-time champion. But I think Charlotte just beats Tiffany straight up, takes the belt, and then we move on. I don't think Tiffany gets her get back on Charlotte unless they have Charlotte win again. So she can get two easy titles back to back. I'm telling y'all, Charlotte is gonna either get the 16 or the 17. I'm not capping. I genuinely believe that in my heart that she's gonna break the record, which isn't a horrible thing, but John Cena should break it first. Okay, back to my dog, Big Meat. Give both Raw and SmackDown tag belts to New Day. They are the only tag team getting any real reaction. I disagree. I don't want to go back to Undisputed Tag Team Championships. It was never a good idea. I did like, I will say this, the Usos and Judgment Day, they looked good with the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. I didn't like KO and Sammy's run, and I didn't like Jay and Cody's run. But I will say the Judgment Day, they look like great and they defended them multiple times. But no, I don't want to get back to a situation where we got 15 tag teams, but only we could do one tag team match at a time. I'm not in the mood for that. I want to see two tag team championship matches at least every other month or every month if possible. So I disagree with you on that one. But the New Day should definitely be the Raw Tag Team Champions. But Kofi just lost to Rey Mysterio, so we don't know what direction they're going in. It'll be keeping it a stack. Okay, let me see. So my YouTube nephew, Weller Wrestling, hit me with a lot of takes. I'm gonna read a couple of them. Biggest hot takes: Roman Reigns' Big Dog era wasn't that bad. I think that's cap. It was absolutely terrible. It wasn't as bad as there are spurts in the Big Dog era that are really, really bad. Him being Undertaker was bad to me. Suffering Succotash obviously was bad. Him as the IC champion to me didn't make sense to me. But his WWE championship runs as the Big Dog wasn't horrible to me. Gunther is the worst modern day world heavyweight champion currently. Cap. Him, Seth, Damian, Drew, technically. If you're gonna put it like that, I guess you could have an argument, but I would argue Damian Priest was the worst until the end. When Damian Priest finally caught steam and was becoming the babyface, the world heavyweight champion, that's when his run was getting better, but they waited too late. So I would say Damian Priest, and worst is like not even bad because I don't think nobody was the worst. Let me see. The YS6 suck and have sucked for so long and should be scrapped. I'm close to agreeing, but I want to see if they do something with Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss before they get scrapped. And if they get scrapped, there's not going to be anything for Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis to do. Nikki Cross can come back and do something. Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy could come back and do something, but Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, and Dexter Lumis won't have anything to do. So I will keep them just for that because I really like those guys. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley feud wasn't even that bad, and it didn't drag as terribly as many people said. Cap, it dragged too long. It dragged too long because Rhea got hurt again, quote unquote, so to speak. But it wasn't that bad because it wasn't supposed to happen. If Rhea didn't get hurt after WrestleMania, I don't think we would have ever got this. I don't think Becky would have had to win the world championship again, and Liv had to beat Becky. I think Rhea would have been world champion, and they would have went on the Liv Morgan revenge tour. But Liv Morgan just would have took Dominic Mysterio, but never won the world title from Rhea. I genuinely believe that that's how the story would have went. Do I have any more? Okay, I'm gonna do one more. My dog Big Meat and my dog Wrestling Nostalgia. Hot take, not every young superstar is the next big thing. I agree with you. We have to get in that mindset. Every young person isn't meant to be the WWE champion once they get on the main roster. Some not even meant to be world champion. Think about it. We need people who are just like mid-card bottom feeders. Jamie Noble was never IC champ, and I love Jamie Noble. Shannon Moore was never IC champ. Um, Gregory Helms was cruiserweight champ. Chavo Guerrero was ECW cruiserweight champ. Was he United States champion, tag team champion? Like some people are meant to be the world champion, not meant to be the next big thing, but they can still have impact. Zack Ryder wasn't WWE champion, but he had an impact as IC champion. So I agree with you. Grayson Waller doesn't have to become a world heavyweight champion in the future. Austin Theory should be a world heavyweight champion. Carmelo Hayes should be, in my opinion, WWE champion. Braun Breaker should be a WWE champion, but it's not enough room for everybody to get that. So I understand where you're coming from. And lastly, Sasha Banks. Yeah, I had to say this one for last. Sasha Banks slash Mercedes Moné is the best out of the four horsewomen. I don't think that's a hot take. Personal preference. Y'all know Mercedes Moné is my favorite women's wrestler of all time. I will say I would still make an argument that Charlotte Flair is the best in ring wise, accolade, duh, but accolades don't mean a lot when someone picks you to be the person to win. But I will say Charlotte Flair, the case for Charlotte Flair being the best is it's not a tough case to make, but Mercedes Monet being one or two or one B is up there because I think sadly Bailey at the bottom, even though her heel run as the role model with Sasha during the COVID era to me was better than big time Beck stuff. But the man Becky Lynch era was hot, like it was nuclear, and I'm not the biggest Becky Lynch fan, but when she won at WrestleMania the triple threat match for both belts, I was happy. That was a good outcome, but that's a tough one, man. I'm going to disagree for now, but I will put, especially because she wrestled outside of WWE. So when you wrestle in New Japan and other companies, you already kind of get more leverage, I think. I'm right here with you. I'm almost there, but I still think, even though Mercedes Moné is my favorite, I think Charlotte Flair is the greatest of all time. And those are the hot takes this time. I might have missed some, but I'm saving them for maybe a part two. So I'm gonna keep some of these that I didn't read off. I'm saving for a part two because I want you guys to get through the whole video and enjoy the hot takes. But if you enjoyed these hot takes, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the love and support. As always, you guys want a part two, comment down below. Drop more hot takes and join the Discord so you can be a part of the next video. Thank you for the love and support as always, man. Hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace out.